don't get how those people got added.
I don't know who any of them were.
I have no clue.
So yeah, don't do that.
That was interesting.
That wasn't interesting at all. That was fucking
No.
terrible. Yes, Amelia.
It's like a flaming bag of dog poop.
That was awful. Hold on, baby girl. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and delete that off of inside the sub.
Yeah, I thought it would have been one troll, and we would have kicked, and
Then it would have been fine. I don't know where those people even came from. Like, fuck. Well, lesson learned, don't share the link online, huh?
Nope. Got that right.
I feel like we got infiltrated. Like I almost had to go get my gun.
Yeah, no clue what was going on there.
Fucking A. Well, that's a topic now.
Yeah.
Someone just join?
No, I think we lost Mike.
Oh shit, really? Oh baby. What's up? I am stuck.
Exactly.
She says I'm stuck, which is true. What are you doing? Where are we going? Oh shit, excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Do you want your thing? Mickets. I love you. Where are we going? I gotta go with her for a second.
Okay, no problem.
Apparently. She's taking me somewhere.
Ah, okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I think we lost Mike.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'll text him. I'm gonna go live.
Hey.
Who's that?
There he is.
He's back. Hi, Mikey.
Hey. We are now live.
Let's try this again. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, let's never share the link again.
Nope.
Christ. Oh, baby girl. Mike's internet is frozen. I think. Are you frozen, Mike? He looks frozen.
Yeah, he has moved for. There he goes. We lost him again.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. Who knows? So welcome to episode 2 of Quarantine Corner. We are safe in our homes. Well, I don't know about safe, but we're home.
Hanging out, doing a lot
Hanging
of
out.
nothing,
Yeah,
taking a lot of naps.
we had a problem a little while ago with our first shit. Jimmy's trying to get in the room and he says I can't. That's because that room is gone. Hang on a minute, Jimmy. I'm sorry. We'll explain it to him in a second.
Yeah.
So, for those 4 viewers that are watching us right now, there was an issue on our first live stream. That's why we're a few minutes late this evening. So, I shared a join the conversation hyperlink in the description of this video on Inside the Set List, and we were immediately infiltrated by like a bunch of like people screen sharing porn videos and all sorts of good stuff. So it was awful.
So we had to restart it.
Yeah, we started over. So that's why the link was invalid. Look, it's James Valley.
Hey.
We do not have audio for James Valley.
No, it's okay.
He's there though, and he's looking good.
Yeah, it looks like he froze real quick.
He's moving. I see you moving.
I figure it out.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, but you're very quiet.
All right, hold on. Let me switch. Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I switched my mic. I think I got it. I'm old.
Nice. So Jimmy,
What's going on?
we had an issue a few minutes ago with the original meeting room, right? I had originally posted a public hyperlink on Inside the Set List page.
Yeah.
It was a join the conversation hyperlink. Yeah. And apparently we got infiltrated like immediately by a bunch of hackers and kids saying like, hey, Mr. Scott Langerman, who are you? Your balls are ugly. And what do I do with this itch? And
Your balls are ugly.
dude started yeah, well, that's true. The dude immediately started screen sharing like a freaking suicide video and shit. So we had to end that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was terrible.
man, the world's crazy, man.
Yeah, so now we're actually here and we're hopefully got it right this time. Maybe I will never share a public link again. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna get death threats now.
That's fine. Come on over. That is a large cup of coffee.
Yeah, I drink coffee up here on a constant up in the barn, man.
Nice.
I got a Keurig now, so I even got to leave. I
That's
never even leave the
wonderful.
spot.
That's good. You don't have to. You shouldn't leave your spot. You have to be isolated.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I literally don't leave this room usually, unless I'm going to the girlfriend's house. And why would I? It's like the man space from hell where I'm at.
This is true.
I had
What's
cake.
going on with what's going on with Jimmy V lately?
Not much, man. Working. I'm working with a good friend of mine, Christian, doing some metrology a few days a week, and that opens me up to do a bunch of other stuff.
Nice.
I do everything, man. I've been, building bikes, cars, music. Was playing like in 5 bands until all this end of the world stuff started happening. Hey, sweet.
What's up, girl?
How are you?
Say hello, Jimmy.
Hey. I know what you're doing.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
You show me.
Yeah, right.
She's showing you her ball, which she's not on the screen with it. Can't move, man. Crazy. Look at you. She's got a beer pong ball. She's ready to go.
That's all she needs. Has to have me young,
That's right. You got to learn young, so that way we don't get schooled.
No, we're gonna get schooled anyway.
We're gonna have daddy-daughter team and hopefully not get rocked.
Well, I mean, that's the point, really, to get schooled by your kids, honestly.
True. Yeah.
If you're doing it right, you're getting schooled by your kids.
Stay here.
That's a joy in itself.
stuck. Daddy's stuck, she's saying. And she's pulling me. I can't go. Try the other hand. Daddy's having a beer with his friends. You say hi to Chris?
Hey,
No,
no, she
she's
doesn't
not
care.
about that life right now.
She's like, whatever.
So before this room got all screwed up, we were talking about how all the cancellations of all the big tours right now, and how basically our tickets for shows in the coming months are in limbo of the shows that weren't canceled yet. And
Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of. We're not going to have anything this year. You know,
yeah,
I think we should just expect that.
Yeah.
That way, no one's let down. You know.
I think so. I think everything's stopped
chick
for
just
now.
yanked my ear out. Crazy. I don't know where it is, baby girl. I don't have it. Look, I got your fishy. We got an octopus on the screen. We're just hanging
yeah.
out. This is the most unofficial podcast ever, but it's fine.
What else is
Especially since we had hackers on the first part of it. So
I swear there was like 15 people below us.
it really was. I couldn't remove the people from the meeting fast enough. I don't know what you did with it. She's upset.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out, man. I don't Zoom. This is new to me. I'm learning though. I'm learning.
It's actually, this is like our third time using it, and
I'm setting up like
it's
the
pretty
view
nice.
and whatnot to see. Now I got all three of you. For a minute, it was like it just when somebody was talking, it was like full screen on them, and then
Right.
now I've switched it. Oh, I got the gallery now.
Let me see. Let me
like
see
that.
something.
Now we're in
I gotta
business.
find out something.
Yeah, we gotta play with it for a few minutes to figure her out, you know?
Yeah, no, I
You
think I
always
got
gotta play with it for a few minutes to figure it out.
We don't want to get kicked out of here. I mean, I know we can't say a few
Give
words.
me a minute. I'll be right back.
Exactly. We learned that on YouTube we can't say the virus word.
Yeah, I actually had heard that.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a bunch of guys at work that are. I try not to even read the news and stuff. You know, I kind of stay in Jimmy B's little bubble and do music and do my thing. I don't get depressed that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But I got some good friends that are all over the news, and they tell me all the need to know key stuff. But other than that, I really kind of try not to pay attention personally.
Yeah.
You know.
If I can stay in my house all day, every day, it's perfect. So.
Yeah, bless all you people that try to pay attention to everything and not want to, jump off a bridge
Yeah.
with everything that's going these days. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
So we focus on ourselves and, work out from there.
Yeah. You can't even sneeze in public without someone looking at you weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we usually live pretty isolated anyway. I'm not a big go out guy that much anymore, except for the bar that my girlfriend works at. So, and that's just, I go there at last call to make sure she's not having any issues because,
Yeah.
People are assholes. Oh, can I say that?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. And Amelia, I think, is waving. Hi, Amelia.
You want to wait?
She's like, whatever.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Wait.
Don't listen to my words. Don't listen to my words.
She can't hear. I'm wearing headphones. She can't hear you.
Oh, perfect. I don't feel like
She did not have a nap today, so
that's when stuff gets good.
She's pretty tight right now. She's pissed. she's like gonna murder everyone.
Almost to the point of delirium.
Yeah. She was at that point a little while ago, and now she's definitely chilling.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to see any shows or any kind of mass gatherings of anybody for quite a while. And probably shouldn't. I mean,
Right.
what's even scarier is you don't know what to believe in the media. You don't know. We have no idea. This could be 10 times worse than it is.
Sure.
And we wouldn't know.
Yeah, they're not gonna for sure tell us.
Yeah, So I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I know right now my work is pushing court dates uh, currently all the way at the end of May is when they're talking about some sort of regularity, but that's a toss up. Who knows?
Yeah, no. Luckily, I'm still working myself because we're pretty detrimental to a lot of the aerospace industry. Getting, I'm doing metrology, so we kind of certify things they measure with. So they need us. Right now, actually, business is slow, of course, but we do have our jobs, which is a lot better than most people.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's a
Yeah,
bartender. She's out.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. I just found out I got furloughed for another week, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm a little bit of a backwoods Yankee, so I try to keep everything. I wouldn't say I'm a straight like doomsday prepper, but all my friends make fun of me for years. They're not really laughing right now.
Yeah, I'm still working right now, and I don't think that's going to change, but you never know.
Yeah.
If something happens, they could shut our building down. But they've shut down a few of the courthouses in the state because of it. But they're basically just moving people around, I guess.
Yeah.
So
No, and like I said, you never know, man. I'd be careful being at that courthouse, Scotty.
Oh yeah, we're still open, but we got obviously like skeleton crew, and then they're not allowing the public even in the building. So,
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
Amelia. She's crazy right now.
He's ready for sleep. Me too.
She's asking for her blanket.
See?
I actually just woke up from a nap like an hour ago. Like, I'm not doing anything else.
I've been building chicken coops, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, Storm went and got. Well, actually, I went and got them for her, but we got a bunch of meat bird chickens, so we're gonna raise some chickens and actually eat them.
Nice.
We'll see if she can eat them. I know I can, but
I'll eat any game.
I don't know. I mean, even beside all this, it's kind of good to know where your food's coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly,
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't even know, most of the stuff is packaged like overseas and it comes over,
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching a thing today about all the masks that they got in Massachusetts on the Patriots plane there.
Oh yeah, they went to
They
China
got like
and came back.
a billion masks from China. That just seemed a little. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that where this all started?
Yeah,
Why-
pretty much.
Why do we want masks that come from China? I mean,
I know.
I'm
It's all weird.
I'm not
And
sure
then,
if
like-
I'd want to use one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now that in like Guatemala, all the farmers they're not allowed to leave. They're not allowed to have anyone come in. So all the plants are rotting. So
Yeah.
in the future, all the fruits and vegetables there aren't going to be any. It's going to be such a hard thing to find.
Yeah.
So because that's not going on, they're all rotting. So by the time we actually get food from there, it's going to be months.
Yeah. Well, I hope that one thing that people take from this is that we should definitely put back into ourselves, into the United States, into our, like I said, if the people do get any kind of, money from this or whatever and try to stimulate the economy, it should do just that. It needs to go back to our local people.
Yeah.
Top pizza places and stuff. And a lot of them are probably not even open again after this,
Yeah, I know.
So
All the people that they're usually get yelled at are the ones keeping everyone afloat or trying to now,
it's true.
So it's insane, And a lot of people I know are unfortunately out of work. And I've been stuck home for 2 weeks because I've been out of work. I'm like, I'm like antsy.
Yeah. Well, the entertainment people are hurting. Anybody who plays in bands or any of Scott and I's friends they rely on any kind of that are in big time.
I know someone. We actually know a couple drag queens that are actually doing that's their main income. They're actually doing live Facebook just to get people to virtually give them tips.
Yeah.
So I asked one of them to come on today to talk about it, but it looks like I don't think they got the response in time. So
Yeah. I was thinking about maybe doing some kind of a live thing, but I'm not necessarily good with technology, so to speak. I'd screw it up somehow.
yeah, no, I get it.
I was gonna test it out. I mean, I got the space. I mean, but I just I have to figure out what the hell I'm doing because I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a pain in the rear end.
I believe you.
When we were playing with this a couple of days ago for like what, a good hour and a half.
Yeah,
And
just
get
trying
out.
to set up, getting the logistics down, and there's so many settings. But I have my mic running through the audio interface and into my laptop using the laptop's camera, so it seems decent. But Zoom's got a lot of options, so it's really nice actually.
Yeah, it's perfect as long as you don't share the link.
Yeah, don't do that. Trial by fire right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, no, I'm looking around right now. There is a lot to do with this thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, especially if you have quite a few people that actually are on the same page. So it works out. We see Mike's back, I think, unless he's frozen.
He's frozen again.
Oh, and he's gone.
He's gone.
Poor Mike. So Mike's out in the boonies in North Carolina, and he has cell phone service for home internet.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so he's actually got to deal with that like all the time because he works in IT and works from home. So
yeah, actually, my internet service is not good. I don't pay for the good stuff. I get like
yeah.
Mine is horrible. For me to load up like a video or anything HD, it's like hours.
Yeah, I had Xfinity for a while, and it was too expensive. Their speeds are incredible, but
yeah,
it's just they're way too expensive. So I actually ditched them for Frontier.
Yep. That's actually who I have.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
Streaming wise, I can stream like the TV up here, the TV downstairs, and apparently we can run live streams for this, and it works.
I'm also a lot. I get I'm also a lot further away from my router than you are. I'm all the way out here in the barn.
True.
Running from the house, which I think has probably got something to do with it. Also, you should probably buy a booster.
You know what? It's impressive that you're that clear, though.
Oh no, yeah, it's pretty decent. Like I said, uploading anything is horrible. I mean, I can watch stuff and listen to stuff and not really have an issue, but putting something in HD on YouTube is like a day project.
Yeah.
So
we were out in Colorado, and I tried to upload a 16-minute snowboarding video that I processed through iMovie.
Yeah.
And it was in 1080, and it took 2.5 days.
Yeah, that's great.
I think on the Wi-Fi that the internet was offering. I did a speed test on the Wi-Fi, and it was like 2 down. Like it was like the worst shit ever.
Well, it's funny. I remember we were talking about this before, but I mean, with the band, like we used to come here and practice, and we'd record it, through GarageBand or Pro Tools or something. So we'd have like the practices, to kind of like remember what we did because we'd forget, And when I got the GoPro, actually, we started using John's GoPro first, John Gagney, and we started using the GoPro, and the GoPro audio that was like 10 times better than anything that we, we weren't really trying to get anything perfect, but even just throwing something up so we could hear all the parts individually, the GoPro did it just by pushing record,
Yeah.
So we just ended up GoProing everything. But of course, with all that HD video that goes with it and stuff, it's hard to really move around or send to people or work with,
I was gonna say the only way that I know how to do it would be to probably put it into like iMovie and then cut the video off of it.
Yeah, well, actually, I had what I did is I actually would take some of the movies, the GoPro movies, and I would just turn them into MP3s.
Yeah,
and that way we could just send them to people for just the audio.
Right.
But like I said, it's because the GoPro has that like noise canceling thing and all that. It's just like just push record and it like there's no testing anything. It just anytime we put it in the room, no matter where we put it in the room, it sounded great.
Yeah.
So it wound up being a great tool. For that
Yeah.
kind. Oh yeah, for sure. I used GoPro all the time for pretty much everything.
Yeah, I used the Hero Session 4 or the Hero 4 session
Yeah.
when we were in Colorado, and it was great. I
I'm
still
not
have
sure.
my old. Check this one out.
I'm not sure what hero I have. I have one of them.
This out.
I think I have the
I
Hero
got this one.
Hero 5 or
The
something like that.
old
Oh,
school
that thing's
one.
old school.
Dude, this thing
Yeah.
it's been in the case.
Is that actually waterproof out of the case, or is that a waterproof case?
No.
Yeah. That's like yeah.
This is the Hero 2, but it's actually like so old that it's flaking off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, I got mine set up actually behind us doing some stuff. I've been like practicing doing a little like one man band, like
That's cool.
Subway of New York, hobo music like set. I got like a good like I don't know 10 songs I'm doing, where
That's
I'm just
cool.
where I'm playing drums and guitar and banjo and a bunch of other stuff. Just one man band shit. So
That's awesome. Spencer from Wilson does that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, all of his SoundCloud stuff is him, and it's just one man freaking. He's got like actual like full tracks on there. He's not singing or anything, but they're full tracks
Yeah.
of drumming. Apparently, he's a nasty drummer too. Him playing the bass and the guitar, and then he'll track everything.
Yeah.
And
you know me, I do a little bit of everything.
yeah,
I like metal. I play in bluegrass bands. I love it all.
yeah.
There's actually a band that incredible band I've been listening to lately. Guy's name is David Lamb, and he died in I'm not sure what date. I wouldn't want to put it out. But they were actually from Providence. The band is called Brown Bird. It's I think they were married. It was a husband and wife. He played basically like sat down and played drums with his feet and played guitar and banjo, and his wife played upright. And you should check him out. It's kind of like a bluegrass type. They were from Providence. He died of cancer. I want to say like 2016 or maybe even earlier. I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't quote me on that. They're amazing. And this guy he was so cool. He would just, one guy playing everything with his feet and, doing banjo and singing. Just check him out, Brown Bird.
I dig it.
Sorry, I'm literally typing that on my phone so I can remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say I already already got it up on Facebook.
It was kind of folky but aggressive. You know what I mean? It's interesting. Good stuff. Thanks to Storm, I was kind of. She kind of introduced me to kind of like the rockabilly type, like more like kind of almost like punk with more traditional instruments, which is kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
There's nothing like watching a full like punk show when they're playing uprights and mandolins and fiddles. You know what I mean? I found that everybody talks about Eddie Van Halen and all that. All the like the fast like guitar players. Some of those old mandolin guys, I'm telling you. Those old mandolin players are hammering. They're eating Eddie Van Halen, and they're like 90 and doing it like they're not even doing anything. They're just like chilling.
I went and saw. Fuck! Now it's just gonna. Shit. The gentleman who played with the Allman Brothers.
Derek Trucks.
No, he was brief. He was with them briefly. I can't think. He's a guitar player and singer.
Warren Haynes.
Warren Haynes, yeah. All right, so I saw Warren Haynes.
I don't think it was briefly. It was a while, but
okay, yeah.
Yeah. It was a while. I'm pretty sure it was a while.
His drummer,
Matt Apps.
Yeah, he's like 65.
From Government Mule.
Government Mule, yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Matt Apps is killer.
Like he was just hammering on those skins, man. it blew my mind. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, he's
Government Mule is like one of my biggest influences for sure. You know, they're a New York band. We're kind of close to there. Back in the '90s, there was a place called Wetland Preserve. That was really cool. Like the Spin Doctors played there. You know, back in the mid to late '90s. Dave Matthews, Blues Traveler. You know, a bunch of like those type of bands. Those kind of like jam bands. Warren Haynes and Government Mule were one of them that were in that like Manhattan area, you know, late '90s. I mean, they're amazing. Matt Apps was actually, I think they met. I think Warren was the guitar player for the Dickie Betts band or something like
okay.
that. If my memory doesn't make me look like a fool, I think that he was actually they met there because Warren Haynes was playing with Dickie Betts, and he met Matt Apps there, which was the drummer at the time. And Warren played with the Almonds for a long time. I mean, he wrote songs with them. I mean, Soul Shine is a Warren Haynes song that
Right.
I think it's on an Almonds album. So
It's crazy. Their set lists vary every single night. They don't ever play the same song twice, like in a tour.
yeah, those I like those guys forever. You know,
Yeah.
Goes back to me, you know, being a kind of hippie when I was younger. You know, I mean, I saw the Dead. I was actually thinking about it just the other day. We were talking about, I forget what it was. Was it a Warped Tour? I'm not sure, but I remember seeing Sublime up in, I think it was in Northampton, or maybe no, it was in Springfield, Mass. Maybe like '95, and just talking about a lot of those shows that I'm happy I got to see for sure. You know, I mean, another one was Mudvayne for sure. That was another band like. I would think it was I don't know Ozfest, but they were playing the second stage, not knowing at all who they are. And I remember like walking up and hearing them, and it was just like these guys mean business,
They were probably in full makeup too.
They were actually. It was like
the
that
jumpsuits.
LD50. Yeah, it was like that LD50, time, and that was definitely a band that I had no idea who they were, and then seeing them live was just like, oh wow, Another one that I got to see was Snot, which a lot of people didn't get to really see. Lynn Strait, and that was cool. I mean, they weren't even big back then, but anyone who saw them, knew that there was definitely something special about those guys. I mean, there still is. I mean, that whole album they did after that, the Straight Up album with all the collaborative singers and stuff was amazing.
Yeah, I think was it Seven Dust that had a song after him?
Yeah, Angel Son, actually, I believe is I'm pretty sure is one that they.
Yeah, John Connolly's wife is Lynn Strait's sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's an interesting little piece of. Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. No, he was an amazing guy. I mean, he definitely. They were definitely. There's those bands that are like different. You know what I mean? Different than the people. Than anyone else around them. Those bands that play a few notes and you just. It's them. You know what I mean? Like Korn is like that. Tool is like.
Oh yeah.
Just those bands that you can just hear a few. Seven Dust is kind of like that to me. You know what I mean? And there's a few of them that are like that, but
Yeah, Mudvayne with the dung dung ting.
Yeah,
dung,
just
ting.
There's some bands that have a sound they can just play one note and it's them. You know what I mean? It's I think it's unique to have that, and I think Snot definitely was. They were pretty badass at the time.
Speaking of Mudvayne, you and I met Chad Gray together.
We did. We actually hung out on the beach with POD for a while there too. I got some good pictures of that.
Yeah.
No, we had some good times for sure. Yeah. All the Wilson guys, I'm sorry, those guys aren't playing anymore. It's that kind of.
You know what? They're all doing their own things.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I saw Pooey almost cut his hair today, or did. I saw one of his posts.
I saw that. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
I was
I'm
like,
not
is
sure
that
if we want to see the Pooey without hair.
Are those his pubes? Like, we can hope.
Could have been.
But yeah, the Shiprock days.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to go on a boat right now. That's for sure.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Not for a while. I don't think.
Not for a while. Not for a while.
Like cruises are dirt cheap, but I'll pass.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
Even for like a couple of years.
My dad actually turned 70 today. Big John
Did he?
turned 70. Yeah, he's his 70th birthday. So,
Happy birthday.
and I definitely, even myself being a young man and strapping and fit, and I don't want to bring anything back to anyone that I love
Right.
that isn't in my condition, or, probably could have a bigger problem with it than me.
Yeah.
So,
Like we might be physically healthy
true.
but you never know who isn't,
Yeah, for sure.
You don't
I
know who
work-
you can pass it on to.
Yeah, I work with a gentleman who is 66, and he's genuinely concerned, and I get it.
Yeah, for sure. My dad had a heart attack, and he got a bunch of stuff and valves that have been replaced, and he's got 70 years old. I wouldn't want to be going out in public either. There's no reason for him to go anywhere.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, I know that it's very hard for a lot of people, but if you're elderly and you can get someone to go to the store for you, do it. That's huge. I don't want my grandmother going to the store, and she goes to the store almost every day, it seems. It's like I'll go for you,
No, I'm not going anywhere from here on out. I don't think we're getting like a dozen eggs a day, so
yeah, you're good.
I can live on quiche.
Exactly.
I'll work it out. No, I like I said, I'm not necessarily extremely worried, because I don't plan on going anywhere in public or really doing anything from here on out.
Yeah.
Not to say I'm not worried, but
Sure. I
I'm-
mentioned yesterday that since the 14th, I flew home on the 14th. Since then, I've only gone to work and gotten in the car and like gone places, and we're gone in the store. I went to Home Depot once for a return, and that was it. So it's been 3 weeks now. I've really done nothing other than work.
Home Depot, they're limiting how many people go in to walk in their store too.
They were doing that when I went. It was at that point 100, but now I think they changed it to 50, and then now it's I've driven by, and it's don't go there.
Yeah, I actually went to Cabela's a few days ago. I mean, I've been out and going to a few places just to get ready for this not going out, because I'm pretty much cutting it off now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been out to, we stocked up on groceries or anything that we really needed, and went to Cabela's. I actually got some fishing gear because Connecticut opened up fishing. I think
Yeah, I
it'll
saw
look
that.
really
You
good.
still got to get a license, but yeah, it's open.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, so they opened up that, which wouldn't be till April. So I grabbed some supplies in case that wasn't possible a little later, and I'll probably be doing a little bit of that in the future.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm getting ready. I think Jess is working tomorrow, but I'm gonna try and prepare the kayaks, get those ready for the water, and there's a few places that are still open that I can segregate myself and get the hell away from people, and there won't be anybody out there. So
yeah, I'm fortunate to have a whole bunch of property that my family owns here. So, even my girlfriend takes the dogs out for walks and was going to a lot of the state parks and stuff, and she's going to start working on our property, for the time being. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to necessarily go out in public and open air, but if you don't have to, don't. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing is walking to like parks and everything for like last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Like I said,
spring
I'm extremely lucky. Some people don't have, their own property to go walking on. And I get it. I mean, I'm not the kind of person I would like to be pent up in a house.
I can't even imagine some of the people that are living in New York right now that have a city apartment or something like that with a common bathroom. It's like, fuck that.
Yeah, actually, I never really thought about that.
Yeah, a lot of the high rises are studio apartments and common bathrooms, and it's pretty shitty. Like for that right now, at least, I wouldn't. I've done it. I've stayed with people in New York and lived that, and it's doable. But in a situation like this and times like now, you don't want to fucking see anybody.
Yeah.
Forget you. Like,
No, I'm pretty fortunate to be where I'm at. I mean, I'm pretty much living in the house that I was born in, with my dad and my elderly aunt, time being. And I got the barn, I got property, I got a Jeep, I got bikes, I have all kinds of stuff to do here. So, there's no reason for me to leave.
yeah. I think I'm gonna come isolate myself over there.
I know. Bring a
Valley
pinch of
Mountain.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm always doing something over here, Don't bring your germs my way, though.
No, we're the virtual germs. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
Can't get them this way.
No, I'm just joking. If you ever need anything, you know where the mountain's at.
Oh yeah.
You know how to get in the back way, the secret knock and all that stuff. You know everything. Good.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
She fell asleep.
Saw her nodding out a while ago.
You can tell she was going down before.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You
See,
can tell that your shirt started going down a little bit.
you can podcast. Yeah, it's sex showing my tattoos. You can podcast and do daddy duties at the same time.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, you can tell she's out because her head's just like staying right there.
Look at him go. I could see him rocking. He's going to the Keurig.
Hell yeah.
Like, I know to make another cup of coffee. See, that's what I need up here in the studio. Is I need a coffee maker and a mini fridge for beer.
See, maybe I can do something live. Can you hear this from there?
Oh yeah, that's loud. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely hear it.
Coffee's done. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out the live thing. I might do something sometime, but like I said, it's a lot of trying to figure out.
So Lewis is trying to get on, and he says that he's got the ID, but he's looking for a password. There shouldn't be a password.
Yeah, I say there shouldn't be one. If he clicks on the link,
Oh, here we go. Hold on.
he should be good.
524 821. He said he's trying to log on his laptop.
I didn't get any kind of password for sure.
No, that's what he's.
Although
I guess
the first link you sent me, like it said, it was not active or something.
Yeah, we had to get out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually that makes
because of the crazy
it's
Russian
all
hackers.
all coming together now.
Yeah, we kind of got spammed with a bunch of random people.
It was instant too. Like it was me, Chris, and Mike, and we were BSing. We started talking about the canceling of tours, and then all of a sudden we had like 5 or 6 other people popping up, and we're like, "Oh, we got random people. That's cool." And like one of them was like, "Hey, is this the quarantine corner?" I'm like, "It is. Welcome." And he's like, "Who's the teacher?" I'm like, "What?
Hey, big
Where are
boy.
we going with this?" But, yeah, all you kept hearing was that
Oh, I can
ding
see
dong.
Lewis now.
There's Lewis. iPad 2 is connecting to audio.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Hey, we got audio.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
fella?
What's going on?
Shut some light off over here. Too bright. There we go. Finally got on.
Hey,
Sweet.
Took some time. Cheers.
cheers.
I was napping.
Hey, you got to nap when you're not working, you know?
Happens good.
Yeah.
That's funny you said that because I was napping too, like an hour before this.
I got up at like 5:40 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, no, I was up early too. Took the dogs out.
Oh, you know who else is napping? Look at this, Lewis.
Oh,
I forgot about that. I didn't even just sitting here like, oh yeah, I forgot she's there. She's snoring, by the way. Let's see if I can get.
nice.
Partied a little too hard. How you doing, Lewis?
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good, man. You know, getting used to the laying low thing, but
Yeah, I know. Feels like I'm hibernating, you know?
yeah, it's a good time for us artists to sit down and do some shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
write some songs, get some stuff going,
Yeah, working on
Start a
some
podcast with all your friends.
start a podcast with everybody. You know,
Yeah,
So I think the goal is to do a nightly chat like this, or every other night, or something like that, just to talk about whatever we're feeling at the moment.
sweet.
And
this is what I was working on.
you guys are more than welcome to join us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
But yeah,
definitely.
we're definitely going to do this until this whole isolation period is lifted. So we're going to end up doing as many as we can, and we're going to
Right.
end it as soon as the isolation period is over. We're just going to like done. Quarantine corner is over, and now we can actually go back to doing podcasts together in the same room with multiple mics, and like the old backstage show, we do everything here in the studio.
Yeah.
But the good part is we can do guests now virtually like this. Before we couldn't do that. We would just have call-ins.
Right.
So this works out a lot better. I don't know where the hell Zoom was 2 years ago. Why the fuck I didn't know about it, but this is fantastic.
This
I
is
know.
my first Zoom, and it's definitely pretty interesting.
I like it.
It seems like it came out of nowhere. I swear Zoom didn't exist like 2 months ago.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it now, and it seems to be working for us. You know, like we said to Jimmy, this is only like our third time trying it, and trial by fire earlier, man, that was fucking scary. I'll tell you that. Yeah, Lewis, you missed it. We had the original room. We had to get out of it because I put the hyperlink to join the conversation public,
Oh, yeah.
and whoever on the inside the set list page got a hold of it, joined the group, and all of a sudden there was like 16 other people joining the group, and like screen sharing and posting suicide videos and shit. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone's balls were bleeding.
Yeah, he's like, my balls are bleeding. What do I do? I'm like, well, you call 911, you dumb fuck. Like,
That was today?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was the original. You know how you said the link not working?
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
People are strange.
People are mad. Yeah.
My balls are on fire.
See, Bill Withers passed away today.
Who's that?
He did what song did he do?
I am gonna sample it, and this will probably get fucking muted. Hang on. Ain't no sunshine.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's an oldie. Yeah, that's an oldie.
Yeah, so he passed away today. Shit, you can freaking have a duet right here. Jimmy can sing it. Lewis can play the guitar. Yeah, like
I wonder if it's on, like real time, or is there a slight delay?
this video,
Yeah.
it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like our video is obvious, like we don't have a window open where we're looking at it on Facebook. So we're live to each other, obviously, but there's a delay if you were to go on Facebook and look at it. Some
Yeah,
of the
there's like a
comments or
10-second
something,
delay on
it's
Facebook.
10 seconds later. So
Yeah,
No, and I'm saying right now, if we tried to do music live,
No, we
That's
should
doable.
be.
it should be in real time.
oh yeah, it's certainly doable.
would
There's
be it.
actually
You got an acoustic, Lewis?
oh yeah.
No, I don't. You know what's crazy? I got one acoustic guitar now, and I tried it out last night, and it won't hold a tune.
Really?
Yep.
What happened to the 12 string?
The 12 string, I haven't touched it in a while. It's a lot of strings to tune. I got 6 strings, but they're all, I have to plug it in.
You got a mandolin?
No, man.
He does not.
No.
He's Puerto Rican.
Lately?
I got one guitar on my bench right now. It's all apart.
You say that's
this
the one you're
is-
just working. That's the one you're just showing us, right?
See, this is where we
Yes.
need a Dropbox because your guitar was cutting in and out just there. The audio for your guitar.
On mine?
Yeah, a digital. What is that? You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I know, I don't.
Well, like a direct box or
Direct
something.
box. Yeah.
Oh, to plug it in. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because it was picking up, like you could hear like you would strum something and then it would pick it up and then it was like holy shit, like your mic was like holy shit, that's too loud, so it would like
I was canceling it out.
yeah.
That is interesting. I wonder if it is at least with a delay that we could a minute delay in which we could actually play with each other over this video thing. It'd be
You
pretty
definitely could.
right.
I watched a video yesterday. It was people like cosplaying
Mhm.
and doing a play.
Mm.
There was like 15 of them on a Zoom chat, all in their like Renaissance attire, cosplaying.
I shared a
Well, I
video
wouldn't
on-
say that's cosplaying, but they're in like their Ren Fair attire, and they were actually like doing a whole play.
I shared one on Wednesday on my Facebook page. Same
That's
type of thing.
probably the one I was referring to.
There was like 12 people, and it
Yeah.
was they did an online thing where people donated and they actually got paid like $50 per person for doing it.
Really?
They did like a Indiegogo and like they made enough money to pay each actor $50.
Wow.
What are we doing wrong?
Hey, do you know if this is the same company that does like audio interface and stuff like that? Zoom?
Yeah,
Is
It
it?
is. Is it?
yeah,
Oh shit.
I think so. It should be.
Well, they pride their actually this company Zoom. It's their website is zoom.us, and they pride themselves on the audio clarity for the meetings. That's why this is probably one of the best places to hold a virtual meeting or a webinar.
I definitely can clearly hear.
Yeah, the
all
audio
three.
is incredible. Like I know that you're using an external mic. I'm using an external mic. Chris is not, and neither is Lewis. But holy
No.
shit, like it's not terrible. A Skype call or a peer-to-peer Facebook Messenger call, and the audio is going to be trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the drag queens that were at our drag show?
Yeah, Barbara Street Sand.
Yeah, in Summer Orlando. They're going live tomorrow to make extra money
There you go.
because they're professional drag queens, so they're professional actors. We were just talking about it before, where they're like completely out of work, so they go on Facebook and Instagram. And they link their Venmo, their Facebook Pay, their PayPal here, and all those links, and they get virtual tips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do as you as CT Small Business and then myself as Inside the Set List is we need to get these people on and they can promote their stuff even though we don't have viewers. That would be the sort of thing. Get them to come in and chat with us and talk about what they're doing. And then
Yeah, I tried. I messaged at Summer Orlando like an hour ago, or hour and a half ago, but I don't think he got the message in time.
Mm.
Like I messaged them the link, but I don't think looking on Instagram they didn't get the message. They haven't read it yet.
We don't need viewers. This is just to keep ourselves sane. So
this is this is true.
Right?
Well, currently there's 4 viewers. I don't
Us
know.
four.
No, no, none of us have the screen open as far as I know.
Maybe I
And
should.
that's viewers on
things-
Facebook.
Let's see if I can do 2 things at once.
I have mine open, but I don't have I didn't click on it, so it's technically not a view.
What is it under on Facebook?
It's on Inside the Set List.
Oh, okay.
Currently, there's 2 viewers, And so far, it looks like we've been live for 53 minutes, and we've reached at the set list 328 people.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I got it on my phone.
I hear myself, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll cut that down. There's definitely a slight lag to the Facebook broadcast, but
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less. I think we timed it out once before, and it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, because remember when we used to do Google Live on Facebook on Inside the Set List, and someone would ask a question on Facebook, it'd be like we were ahead like a few seconds already from when they're getting the message, you know?
Yeah, that was tough because it made it difficult to like field the questions,
Yeah.
which it was cool, but it definitely was tough.
Definitely was.
So I'm actually gonna share. I didn't do this yet, and I don't know why I didn't.
yeah,
do
I'm
it.
actually sharing it right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it to
That's what I'm gonna do. Might as well.
my page.
Yeah, I did too.
What the hell?
Oh, cool. I'll take some time and mention this. Those are my guitar strings.
Nice.
Okay.
So now we got to get sponsors.
Promote what you want. We won't stop you.
Let's get some sponsors to give us like free beer and free coffee and
Beer.
stuff like that.
Coffee'd be great.
Well, Chris actually was trying to get a coffee company on out of Oakville tonight.
Yeah.
And talk about their brand and everything and marketing but I don't know what happened there.
Then you know what they were on, but then all of a sudden we got spammed with like all these people. So
Was it that Emily person?
yeah,
Okay.
I was talking to her already on the. I was texting her. She said, "I said, we'll get her
Sorry.
again. We'll get her again soon. We promise."
She can join us now
Yeah,
if she's not eating dinner.
I
Or
gotta
something.
figure out how to.
Or drinking
I gotta
coffee.
figure out how to share your link with them.
So if you go down to, can you invite on your screen?
Let me look. Give me 1 second. I'm just I was sharing to my Facebook page.
I was gonna say, let's don't invite a bunch of crazy people again.
No,
That was insane. I honestly can't even believe that happened. That's a story.
yeah.
That's a story right there.
And Dana waved. Remember
Hello?
Dana for Macy's?
I
Finally,
do.
looks like she waved. Then
Carrie's-
Carrie's waving.
Carrie's waving. Carrie's like a quarter mile through the woods from my house.
Is she?
Yeah. If you go out my back door and go up through the woods and up past the old trolley line and everything and whatever, past all the coyotes that are probably sleeping right now, that she's like she lives up there. Yeah, the back of my house is inundated with coyotes.
I've got a lot of coyotes.
It's,
where I
it's
live.
insane. I'm in the city and I hear just like crying. It's like, holy shit, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. I hear full packs talking shit to each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do too.
Nightly.
it's
like
insane.
3 different packs, like just talking smack. You know?
We got bears.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much.
We got a lot of bears out here.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
most of Connecticut has bears. I mean, except for really the shoreline. I mean, but
Yeah, we got bears here in Waterbury too. They're
oh yeah, Farmington, that whole area. I mean, I know when I was working up in the Farmington area, what's the Harwington area, loaded with bears. You know, up there in the.
Yeah, it's not that far from Lewis.
Yeah, I guess that'd be the northwest corner. No, yeah.
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 Sure. I've seen a few bears on our property, not many. I mean, in my whole lifetime, I've seen one and seen traces of them maybe 3 times. So.
I've never seen a real bear in my life besides the zoo.
Yeah, I was just in Florida and we're walking through this park where they have these lakes. It's called Chains of Lakes. And it was full of gators. And everybody's just walking around like nothing. I was terrified, but
Yeah, that would. I
There's
saw
no
your
fence
video and I was scared from here.
Yeah, man. I'm like,
I'm like,
oh,
what
I'm
the?
looking
I'm like,
around
this
me.
guy's nuts. I'm like, you're like, look, a baby. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, back up. You're gonna lose a leg. Like, I know you're like 30 feet away, but they can run 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was nervous, though, I'll tell you the truth. I'm walking by and I'm like, oh my God. There's some times that I was like really looking underneath the cars, making sure
Yeah,
nobody's
you don't have to worry about pit bulls down there. You worry about gators.
right?
Yeah,
So
I don't-
we're up to 11 viewers right now, and I want to say what's up to everybody that's
Hi.
watching us right now. And if anybody wants to leave a comment below the video, or if you're watching on mobile below the video, on desktop to the right of the video, leave us some comments, leave us some questions, and maybe we'll answer them for you. Ask us about our current projects. Chris with CT Small Business, me with Inside the Set List. Jimmy's got what, 5 bands you said going on?
Oh, not anymore. No,
Well,
no. But you know,
And
That's
then
at a
Lewis
standstill.
with Soldiers of Solace.
I dabble with a little bit of everything. You know,
That's good. Well,
Kind
we're gonna get you involved with Inside the Set List now. So
Yeah.
sure. We've been
You're
saying
stuck.
that. We've been saying that a while now.
for a
so
long time,
We
yeah,
might as well do it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think we should. We're all stuck at home. We might as well.
Yeah.
14 viewers now.
Woo!
We're big.
Carrie said that she had a bear up there, which is, like I said, right near me.
Right behind you.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't mind the bears. I got guns.
Yep, me too.
I don't want them eating our chickens, but
Yeah. I mean, as long as they stay up there in the woods, I'm good. Don't come in the yard.
Yep.
I mean, you can come in the yard as long as I'm not in the yard. I got let's see. I looked at my surveillance camera the other morning, and I had a baby woodchuck walking up the steps at like 9 in the morning. Raccoon going through the trash at 3 in the morning, and then a black cat. All the same night. I'm like,
Mhm.
you guys partying? Like, didn't you guys hear about social distancing?
Carrie says that she can throw a cheesecake at you.
Throw it. I will
yeah,
catch
toss
it. Throw that cheesecake. I will make sure that I eat it. I'll actually walk through the woods to come get it. Like, that's no problem.
Save me a piece.
No, I can't. I can't. I can't guarantee what the next time I'm gonna see you. So it might get freezer burned by then.
I was just up in your area on Wednesday when I got back because we picked up a puppy. Did you see that?
I saw that. Whose is that?
So a friend of mine reached out to us because she saw that we were in Florida, and she's like, on the way back, can you stop in Georgia and pick up the puppy that she was supposed to pick up? So I asked Brenda, and she's a dog lover, of course. So she's like, yeah, let's do it. And it wasn't out of the way. It's on the way up, So we stopped down in Georgia, some town in Georgia, right off the highway. We picked up the dog and then just kept traveling, home.
Nice.
We stopped in South Carolina, stayed overnight, and then next morning we made it back home.
Oh, over there at south of the border.
Yeah,
Yeah.
out of all places, south of the border. That place was a ghost town, man. I was surprised it was open.
Wow. Yeah. Did you see? Waterbury just passed I don't know if they call it an executive order in municipalities like that, but they just passed something where any hotels that are within city limits can't open their doors to vacationers. They're only
Right.
to be used for medical personnel, anyone that needs to isolate themselves, things like that.
Right. I heard that earlier.
That's just Waterbury. I don't know if that's happening anywhere else, but I'm sure it will.
I think it will, because I think I heard about it elsewhere too.
Yeah. It's just getting crazy out there. Stay
Came
home.
back in time. My daughter's still in Florida. She comes back tomorrow.
Oh, you dropped her off?
Yeah, she's flying in.
Really?
$20 through JetBlue. You believe
Yeah, I
that?
was gonna say it's nothing right now.
$20.
Yeah, Jesse and I were looking up flights just for shits and giggles. Probably we do want to go to Florida to visit the in-laws, my in-laws, Jesse's parents. Probably in August or something like that if the world is back to some sort of normalcy. But
Right.
who knows? But it was $200 round trip for all three of us.
Wow.
And I don't that didn't include bags or anything, but it's like that's unheard of.
Right.
They're
Holy-
just hurting for money.
Well, Spirit closed
Cruise
down.
lines- Oh, Spirit, yeah, I wouldn't. Well, still, I wouldn't fly them if I've flown them and forget it. No, never again.
Yeah.
It's Walmart on a Walmart with wings. No, all right, no, hang on. It's Walmart on the first of the month with wings.
And that's the airline that Brenda flies all the time.
Spirit's got Spirit's. Sorry, Brenda. Spirit's got hidden baggage fees though. Like they charge you the membership fee or something like that, and then they charge you. I don't know. It's hidden. I don't know. It's all hidden to me. I don't like it. Not a fan.
I couldn't believe JetBlue though. $20, man.
That's
Shit.
crazy, and you get a TV.
Yeah. Right.
Ah. You know, I have a JetBlue credit card. I get their miles and stuff like that, and it's nice. They're usually really good to you. If you use a JetBlue credit card, you get 50% off all cocktails and stuff, but they never
No.
charge me. They're always like, "Oh, you got a JetBlue card? We're gonna run it," and they never charge me for anything.
We're gonna run it.
Yeah,
So my daughter says to me, "They're closing. They close all the airport bars now that she's 21. You know." So I told her, I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, buy a couple of nips
I
before
was
you
gonna
get
say,
to the
yeah.
airport."
I bought a couple of nips of Tito's. Actually, I did not. Jessie did. She bought them for me, but I brought 4 nips with me to Colorado. I drank 2 on the way there, and I said, "Hey, give me a Bloody Mary can mix." I made my
Yeah.
own Bloody Marys right there on the fucking plane, and I didn't pay for nothing.
Nice.
So
You have to drink on a plane.
you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And they charge you like it's like $7 a can of beer for like a 12-ounce beer, and then it's like $9 for a cocktail, but it's 1 nip. It's like fuck that.
they give you that nice little menu. You have to.
It looks like everyone's agreeing with JetBlue on Facebook with you.
JetBlue is amazing. I love JetBlue.
I've never been on a plane in my life.
We got to change that.
Yeah. Yeah, never in my life.
Yeah, you got to pick out an exotic place to go to
Yeah,
for your first.
I think so. Somewhere good.
Like Thailand or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah. Somewhere good.
And
You know, we were actually just looking up Japan flights. One of my coworkers was planning a Japan trip this summer, and he's like, "Oh hell no, we're not going, even if the world does go back to normal." Well, the Olympics were supposed to be there also
Right.
this summer. That got canceled, pushed back to 2021. But he was planning to go there, I think in August or September. And he's like, "No, I'm not going to do it. It's insane right now." But I was like, "Hey, for shits and giggles, let's Google some flights."
Yeah.
To
How much?
leave like the day after I searched, like 1 day later flight, last minute, it was like $1,000 round trip, which is insane. It's almost the furthest place that you can fly in the world other than Australia.
Yeah.
From here, so that's unheard of. I wouldn't want to be flying anywhere right now, but
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I'm gonna fly anywhere for a little while.
yeah, it's gonna be a
Might
little
just-
while.
Stick around here.
Yeah.
You know, maybe do some paintings, write some music. You know, hang out in
Yeah.
my living in the 860.
Yeah. Did you ever finish that painting of Sean?
Right back.
Oh hell no!
No.
No, not hell no. I'm the most I'm the most unmotivated artist you can possibly imagine.
That's
I
all
will.
right.
I will. And it's it's kind of hard to actually paint a picture of someone that that you love and respect, because you don't want to it's
Yeah.
funny. Anytime I paint, I remember one time a friend of mine who was also a painter, we went camping once, and I did an oil painting for every day that we were camping up in New Hampshire. Or actually it was Massachusetts, I think. And I would be painting a picture of the lake that we were at with my back to the lake, because I paint everything from my memory. You know what I mean?
Sure,
I
sure.
don't, or what's in my head. You know, I mean, I really don't look at something and try to replicate it, because I'm never happy. So I can't screw up stuff usually that's in my head. So I kind of work it that way. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of hard to do stuff where it's someone that you want it to be, you want it to be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of pace like a shark around the painting once in a while and try to look at it and look for inspiration to hit it, but I don't think I'm gonna. I got a motorcycle I'm supposed to build for Eric before the painting.
Yeah.
So
So I just see a comment. Someone says they thought the furthest flight was New York to like Cape Town, South Africa, and I don't believe that. I believe Cape Town is much closer than he's thinking.
Yeah. I'm not too.
Because South Africa is closer than Asia.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google that. See where the farthest.
Yeah, type in furthest flight from New York. Because you're obviously not flying there from Hartford.
or somewhere in Russia.
Hey, the Patriots team plane just flew to China. Brought back 1 million N95 masks.
We were just talking about that when you stepped out of the room.
Yeah.
Oh, you
were
did?
talking about
Yeah.
that.
No, I'd be kind of skeptical to use those masks.
Agreed.
I don't know if I'd want one. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm good.
The longest trip is the longest trip is nearly 20 hours from New York to Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
That's 10,200 miles. That's the
Yeah.
world's longest
It's a
nonstop.
long trip.
That seems far.
It's a long trip.
Yeah, I actually know someone who's flown that. Obviously not a pilot, but he did that trip. And yeah, I think it was, depending on the wind, it can be longer too. And I think he said it was like 23 hours, which is ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous flight.
I had a coworker who was her brother was a pilot. He flew somewhere he flew so many hours that he wasn't allowed to fly for like 12 hours. And the flight he was supposed to pilot was Flight 93 that went into the Pentagon.
Really?
That one he was supposed to fly into.
Wow. Do you know that there's actually flying prisons? So like there's prisoners and federal marshals or whoever, and in order to basically break a prisoner, they will put them in a plane and just fly around and only stop to refuel.
Really?
Yeah. Jimmy, you look puzzled.
I wouldn't want to be flying around forever for nothing.
Yeah, and that's the point. That's the point. They're like, yeah, we're just gonna break you.
Well, back to all of us, kind of staying home right now. To me, my ass ain't going in the air unless there's an A to B, and I know how long it's going to be, and we don't need to just fly, 10,000 feet in the air and put ourselves in a big can that'll kill us at any point for nothing. You know what I mean?
True.
Yep.
God bless the pilots, because I would not want to do that for a living.
Yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah.
That's a insane job, and yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I do want to learn how to fly, so I do want to get like my sport plane license, but
I'm not afraid to fly, but I mean,
no.
I want to know when we're landing, and I'm counting the minutes from the time we take off until we land. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the- it's the way I run it anyway.
Yeah. Duca. I am not a motor mouth. Somebody just called me a motor mouth.
Oh, he's talking to Scoop.
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 Yeah, I'm successfully doing two things at once. I can look on the phone at the chat, and then I can actually look at the screen. I'm impressed with myself right now.
Hey. Well, that's I have a second window open myself just so I can see
Alright.
if anyone's commenting and stuff. It's
I might actually try to go live at some point and do a little in barn concert for people.
you
You
should.
should. You
I
should.
have. I've been thinking about it, but like I said, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of practicing and figure out how to run maybe a different mic or the logistics of what it's gonna sound like.
We've done it here with Cody, formerly of In the Red. He did acoustic, plugged in, and sang, and it was just through through a mixer.
So he plugged the guitar into the mixer, so it was direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked for the most part
Yeah.
until the vocal mic started picking up the guitar.
Yeah.
So that's what the direct box was for, I think.
Well, it all depends on the volume too, because if you go too loud, it might distort. I did
Yeah.
it directly from my iPhone. I didn't use no mic or nothing, you know.
Mm.
I did mine, and I just did my, clean guitar with no microphone, but it was low volume. I wasn't cranked up or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But Jimmy, you got the vocals, you got the vocals, you got the skills on
Yeah,
guitar.
sometimes.
You're a complete show right there, man.
Yeah.
All I got is just guitar. That's it.
Yeah, I'm a complete shit show is what I am, Lewis.
Come on.
So
No,
Lewis,
I've been thinking about it. I gotta work it out.
I think Lewis might have somebody asking what's in your cup.
Whiskey.
Well, obviously.
Peach Crown Royal.
Oh. With that said, I gotta go back to the Keurig.
More coffee? Holy cow.
I'm bad, man. I'm telling you.
How many K-Cups do you go through in a week?
Oh, you don't even want to know, man.
And now it's a quarantine week, so it's even more, I'm sure.
Yeah. Me, myself, I had like 3 cups earlier, but that was enough.
Yeah,
I don't even drink coffee. I'm wired.
Oh,
Be like,
man, I don't know how to live without coffee.
yeah.
Listen, to go to Florida, I had 3 cans because I drove straight through. So it was 3 tall boys, 20-ounce tall boys, 2 16-ounce tall boys, and then 1 8-ounce when I got to Jacksonville.
Damn.
That got me through the whole ride without falling asleep.
Jeez.
Yeah, I would never be able to drive straight.
How long did that take you? What, 20 hours?
21 because we went the scenic route. My daughter's
Oh.
never seen the Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And because if it wasn't for that, GPS was saying 17 hours,
damn.
you know?
Yeah, I was gonna say that route that brings you to the Outer Banks. So
Yeah.
Virginia Beach.
So we went over and, so she could see it. And guess what? The bridge is under construction and it was sketchy as heck.
Yeah.
Instead of having, 1 tube, it's 2 lanes going all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
They were splitting it. 1 tube, 2 lanes going each way.
Oh nah.
That was scary. That was scary. And then the middle of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, there's supposed to be a restaurant there and like a souvenir store and stuff. That was closed down because they're doing heavy construction there. Like I'm talking about chiseling the edge of the concrete there.
Seems safe.
I was nervous, man. Real nervous on that ride.
Yeah, I've seen videos of tractor trailer is just getting blown off of that.
That's what they say.
It's
Yeah.
scary, man. Like, oh, and you gotta. There's a thing too. Every time you go over that, you have to count how many dead seagulls you find
Oh boy.
because they just get hit by cars.
You never realize how long 17 miles is. You're on that bridge.
That's a long time.
17 miles.
Coffee in the cup.
Nice.
Coffee in the cup.
Yeah.
I'm an
Well,
old.
one year on that bridge though was cool because as I'm coming to go into the tunnel, there was an aircraft carrier on one side of the bridge. By the time I got to the other end, it had already went over. That was so cool. I never seen an aircraft carrier that close.
Wow.
So that was pretty neat.
That's like a moving town.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. Can you guys hear my daughter snoring?
I was say I heard something.
Here, hold
Nice.
that. Are you ready?
Sounds just like daddy.
Sounds just like mommy.
Yeah.
I don't snore. I'm an angel. She's just getting louder and louder. That's hilarious.
Nice.
Probably should wake her up. If I wake her up, she's gonna be angry.
Yeah, probably not a good
Yeah.
idea.
I should though, because bedtime's in 2 hours. This is what happens when
Hey,
she doesn't
she's gonna
nap.
be up all night. She's gonna be up all night now.
That's all right. It's Friday night.
You're gonna be up all night.
Friday night.
It's fine because Jess is working tomorrow, so I'll be home with her all day. So I don't mind. I'll stay up with her.
Nice.
I'll party hardy. Wake up.
Yeah, you're gonna get smacked.
Nah. What's up, baby girl? Not gonna lie. Love having daughter.
Nope, I don't know nothing about that.
Jimmy
Me
doesn't
neither.
either.
Me neither.
Look at Lewis.
How old's your daughter, Jimmy?
I've got 3. So.
Really? Oh my!
Oh yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah. They're all awesome and pent up in the house with my ex. They're
Yeah.
doing well, and they're probably wanting to kill each other.
My daughter's in Florida. She turned 21 last year, and she's coming back home tomorrow. But it's so funny. She was hunting for coconuts. She's like, somebody stole the coconuts from our palm tree in the house. I'm like, what do you want a coconut for? You could just go to the store and get them. She's like, no, but I want these. Some guy came over, I guess, earlier and asked if he could take coconuts from the palm tree. And he's pushing a shopping cart. And her mother told her, yeah, go ahead. You can have a couple. He took them all. He took all the big ones. He just left the little tiny ones, you know? So then they went over to the neighbor's house and they asked the neighbor if they could have a couple of coconuts. She ends up with 7 coconuts now. She's
Damn.
out there with a freaking hammer, hammering away.
Need a machete.
My God. No. She'll lose a finger or a foot or something.
Oh, foot.
I can see it already.
Wake up, baby.
I'm actually multitasking pretty good right now.
That's good.
Yeah, I can actually scroll through the chat and look at the video screen in front of me.
Not much going on in the chat,
No.
but that's all right.
Let's check it out.
Yep.
So, Jimmy, we'll have to get you to go live on ours too, on this page.
Yeah.
But inside the set list page, aren't we on that?
Yeah.
We're on right now, yeah, but
Well, yeah,
you
no,
know,
I mean, like,
haven't
stream. You
performed.
can stream some music there, yeah.
Yeah. I screw up all the time.
That's all right. We got 7,000 people that don't care.
Not a professional.
Yeah, there's only 6 viewers of our 6,000, 7,000 fans.
Yeah. A few minutes ago, there was like 15.
Yeah,
Oh, it is 5 o'clock.
we're kicking
We're-
ass.
Was everybody sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Drinking quarantinis.
They're watching the Tiger King. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Carol fucking Baskin.
Girl, fucking basking. I'm gonna kill that bitch.
I had enough of the Tiger King.
What are you doing?
I am gonna let my long mustache grow.
Yeah.
I just cut mine off.
Did you?
I mean, the beard stayed, but that's gonna be coming off soon. I usually, I get a little more hairy in the wintertime, usually.
You got to stay warm.
Yeah, then when it gets hot, I shave it all off.
I know I need a haircut myself.
Well, I can't grow hair on my head, so I grow it on my face.
What's that?
Yeah, right. No, I'm good. No, I'm not worried. I'm a sexy bald man. But yeah, it's almost time for the spring. Shave the face off. It's well overdue. This isn't even like I let it go. This is like I've been stuck in the barn for a winter.
I'm the complete opposite. This is like a week. I gotta shave. It starts to look like pubic hair after like 3 days.
Yeah, my facial hair doesn't really grow either. I
Yeah.
think I went for 3 months and then shaved, and it was decent, but I still had like big empty patches.
To be clean shaven, I would have to like shave twice a day, like at morning and like at 3. I have like a 12 o'clock shadow at like 10 a.m.
You wake up and they look like what is that? The Santa Claus. He shaves and it's instantly back.
Wake up with a full beard.
Yeah.
Not quite that bad, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, I got to say, I kind of do like the Zoom. This is my first time trying this thing out.
Yeah,
It works. I like it.
Yeah, no, you can definitely set up. There's a lot of stuff you can do.
Just don't upload it on your iPhone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You know what it did to me yesterday? I tried to do it, the broadcast through the iPhone.
Yeah.
And it just blew all my icons up full size to the screen. So when the phone locked up, I couldn't even get back in my phone.
Oh man.
I couldn't even shut the phone off or anything. And I'm fully charged, so I'm like, oh my God, I figured let me try to keep it on till it dies and try to reboot it. So that's what I ended up doing finally.
Oh Jesus.
And delete the app, and now my phone's working fine. But it works on the iPad, so. But I'm like, great, now I got no phone. What the?
Stick to the computer.
Sorry.
My iPhone is so old anyway; it would probably just blow up and dust if I tried to do anything like that with it.
It would implode.
So is mine.
It's pretty bad.
I got an iPhone 7. That's an upgrade.
You know what? That might be why.
Oh yeah, probably. It's not compatible.
I'm not sure. I really don't know, but I could be talking on my ass. But a lot of these apps don't make their software to work with the past
Right.
generation phones. So
Yep. So that's a possibility.
could have something to do with it. And Apple's notorious for that.
That could be it.
Apple themselves are notorious for not letting apps even work if you try and update them after a certain point. Like I have an old iPad, I think it's the Gen 4, but it's still the 30 pin, and it's the full size iPad, and I can't get it to work.
No.
Like it'll turn on with the 30 pin charger, but you can't do shit. You can't upload, or you can't update any of the apps because they're not compatible with that gen. iPad anymore. And the same thing with my wife's got the iPad Mini Gen 2. So that's the second one with the Lightning.
Yeah.
But that's also like 7 years old at this point. But it doesn't work. I think I tried to update YouTube on it just because Amelia watches a bunch of kids videos. I couldn't upload YouTube or update it, and as soon as I tried to update it, the app stopped working completely and it turned gray. So now
Oh.
you can't use it at all, even with the old version.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you.
Well, I have actually behind me, up on top of that Hughes and Kettner amp, I have an old first gen iPad. That same thing. You can't even watch videos on it anymore. What I did is
Yeah.
I dumped everything on it and I just run the Hughes and Kettner software through it, and that's it. So that's like, it's just kind of like a big control pad for the amp, pretty
Yeah.
much at this point, and that's all it really does. I've dumped everything else, and that's pretty much all I use it for. And I
No
was
wonder
lucky.
everybody's selling them now for like $100, $50.
Yeah.
The year of it.
What I had to do too is I actually had to search for the software, because I obviously couldn't buy the new Hughes and Kettner software because it didn't
Yeah.
work with it either. But if you look online, I could actually find like the older software,
Right.
which worked with it. So
Cool.
What's he got?
Hot chocolate.
Nice.
That's the most alcoholic I get. I felt a little left out. I had to get something to drink.
Hey, we got Scott Weaver and Erica. They're doing a live show.
Nobody wants to watch that.
Too bad we can't put them on there.
Aw. So are they on live? Oh, good God, that's loud. They're on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got music. We got Jimmy V.
no, I was going to say, play it, Lewis. See if it's in time and I can jam with him. I'm
What are you
interested
tuned-
now.
What are you tuned to now? Are you tuned to standard E?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should both jam. Pick up 2 guitars and jam.
That would be funny. You know what?
What's it sound like?
Your
It
next
doesn't-
show,
It doesn't sound bad.
I'll have a
Cut
guitar set.
Like I said, there is that little, the mic's picking it up and then
Let's
sounds
play
good.
around with it. I definitely, like I said, I want to do something live. You know,
I think the further away you are, I think it's better.
that'll
that
probably
was.
definitely work better.
Right.
I want to play around with it. I'm definitely gonna try to maybe set something up. I'm getting braver. Now I'm actually on my phone and the computer at the same time.
So we have a
I might be able
comment.
to pull this off.
We have a comment from Brett Gagner. He said, "What major show was canceled?" A lot of the major ones were Sonic Temple was canceled, Epicenter Festival. Tool just canceled their whole tour
Oh, wow.
as of today. Those dates actually went through August as
Wow.
well, and they said no. Don't know what else is really going to be canceled, but right now, Louder Than Life is still scheduled to happen, which is in September. So that's a fair bet that might happen.
Right. Yeah, I got KISS tickets for September 5th.
Yeah, and then there's
knows?
Slipknot's Roadshow. That's supposedly in August, and that's up in the air. And then there's obviously Slipknot Roadshow at Sea, or Not Fest at Sea, which is the one out of Spain. And I don't know. I don't see that happening.
That's the hot zone out there.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. So to answer that question, Brett, a lot of the tours are canceled, and I think the only ones right now that are still happening are at least the ones that are starting in August. and that's that's up in the air. No one knows when anything's going to happen. So, but that's all we know.
Yeah.
Alter Bridge, I don't know the dates for that tour. Does anybody know the Alter Bridge dates?
No.
Oh,
Let me look.
I don't think there's any word on that yet, but I think anything past August is safe right now. If it's in May, Brett, then it's canceled.
Yeah, they're beginning of May.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I'm thinking you might, at the end of the summer, you might have shows. I don't think we're going to see any festivals.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think we're going to see any festivals. You know what I mean? Just because,
like I said, the only one that even is still even in contention is the only Danny Wimmer presents one is Louder Than Life, and that's the end of September. I don't know if they do. If that one does happen, I was told that there's going to be some big acts that were coming from Epicenter and Sonic Temple because of the fact that they were not on those now. So they said their schedules are going to be cleared for that, but yeah, I don't know. Canceled. It's not, like I said, that's probably not. It's not probably not going to happen, but they haven't just announced it yet. Alter Bridge won't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take a chance in May.
No, that's too soon. That's you're talking less than 28 days
Yeah.
until May already.
And like they're literally starting May 1st.
Yeah, that won't happen. Like the chances of any sort of normalcy happening before the end of May is pretty slim.
Yeah.
I think baseball season, if that happens this year, they're scheduled at this point to start in June.
Yeah.
And that's 2 months late for them. But I don't even know if that's going to happen with the Olympics being pushed back a full year, with Wimbledon actually being canceled like 100%.
Yeah.
A lot of the sporting events, I think there was NASCAR said that they were trying to still do all 32 races if they can start in May. I just don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the chance.
Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna sporting events are gonna be taking a big loss this year.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I would assume
Even when the NBA is open after it's over, that's even doubtful.
Yeah, they start in what, September?
Yeah.
And the same thing with football. Football starts in August, preseason. Oh yeah, the XFL's gone already.
Yeah, they're done.
That lasted like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's over.
Yeah, I don't think that a lot of these sports are going to come back until next year. But I will say that music, expect heavy touring in 2021.
Yeah, I'd agree with that for sure.
Heavy touring, man. Everybody's going to be out and about fighting for dates.
Well, you figure they got a lot of time on their hands now. They could freaking write an album in all this time, you know, or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and the thing is, though, Hatebreed just delayed their release because they can't get the CDs produced.
Wow.
So,
People buy CDs anymore?
that's a good question. I'm gonna go with no.
Yeah, I
That's a
kinda,
record label problem.
even with our last thing with a Filthy Fiasco, I wanted them just because nostalgia purpose, I guess. But I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think anyone bought any CDs really anymore.
I think what Hatebreed's news release about it was basically they were being held up by the label because of you can't get packaging, you can't get anything.
Well, I kind
I
of like
get it. That will hurt their numbers if they are sold in big box stores because that's really all there is now.
Yeah, I kind of
other
like
than streaming.
I saw they had these like almost like small business cards that had like USB ports on them, where it's like kind of like a CD but on USB port to put it into whatever you want. And that's kind of cool. I don't even think people use CDs anymore. I mean, a lot of cars don't have CD players.
Right.
I mean, I just came into this recently. I mean, I'm playing with like a kind of a cover band, doing all kinds of stuff, like filling in on bass. Before all this happened, and basically, I don't know. There's a lot of no one really has. There just seems like no one had. Two of the people out of the four people I was dealing with didn't even have a CD player in their car. You know what I mean? So like trying to give a CD where like we could copy them, we could do this, and the best thing was Dropbox or something like that because, and I never. It just kind of struck me. I was like, wow, a lot of people don't have a way to play a CD. I have an old car, so I have a 6-disc changer, so I can put stuff in there, but most people don't even have a CD player.
Yeah, my truck does not.
Yeah. Because like I said, we were gonna make CDs, and that doesn't work either. Some people can't play it. You might as well just put it on Dropbox and do it through your phone, or
Well, I was looking on Amazon. They got those thumb drives with a lanyard on it. You could upload videos, songs, whatever. Sell it cheap. You buy them cheap. You can sell them cheap, and at least get your stuff out.
Yeah, no, that's very similar to what I was talking
That's
about.
pretty cool.
Yeah. What I saw was more like a business card, like a plastic business card. And you could flip it in. You could flip a little thing around, and it had a USB port where you could plug it in.
Nice.
But same premise. You know what I mean?
So Nonpoint released a few things. They called it the little blue pill and the little red pill. They were little thumb drives with live performances on them. So it was like things that weren't released by the record label, things that weren't released by the band. Like a kind of a either fan recorded or professionally recorded audio and video, and a couple of photos, I believe, were on each of these thumb drives. And you bought them for like $15, and you get a full like live performance at the machine shop or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that is cool because you can always sneak, extra, video pieces on it or whatever. You can make them individual. Like you could do one, and then 6 months later do another one with a different piece of video on it for a, an extra or something.
Yep.
I think that's the way to go. I still have 400 CDs. Anybody want one? Give me a call. All right. No, I don't have that many. I'm joking.
You sound like a pirate. Arr.
Arr. It's the beard, Lewis. It's the beard.
Where's your iPad?
Don't make him get his pipe. He's got an actual like stove pipe.
Nice.
You've been up in this barn. This place is like it's like a man's dream up here. Like I said, just short of keg beer. If I had taps, it would just bring it all together.
I have everything you need except for the freezer.
Oh, I got the fridge. I already have a plan.
I have everything else. So my freezer shit the bed, my chest freezer, and I had a three keg tap system on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've got the thermostat, the controller, everything. I don't have a freezer, so we'll talk.
Yeah. No, I also heard that a lot of the microbrews are getting rid of kegs for like nothing right now.
And I heard probably one of the only things that our governor's done right in the past 4 years or however long he's been in office is he's allowing breweries, restaurants, and places like that to deliver beer directly to your house if they wanted to get on board with that.
Yeah. Well, I know the bar that Storm's working at. They're actually filling up growlers for $4.
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah. And I drink. I'll go in there and I can get a growler of Road to Ruin for $4.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I'm just saying, you can't beat that. So, I mean, I guess in beer news, things are good. If you want to venture out to get $4 growlers.
Yeah, because I did see that in Florida too. We stopped at this pizza place, to get some grinders. They didn't even know what a grinder was.
I'll be right back.
I'm like,
True.
we called it in for a
Wait.
grinder. We're like, what's a grinder?
What did you call it? A hoagie?
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell they called it, but it wasn't a grinder.
Yeah.
And they had beer
I
to
think
go.
there's just subs.
There was subs or I don't know.
Well, because hoagies and like Hero is New York. A hoagie is
Can't
like
remember what the hell they were
Midwest.
called. But yeah, the grinder. They had no clue what we were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grinders like a
But
Connecticut
they had
thing.
beer. They had beer to go, which I was shocked. I was like, wow.
Or like that. I forget what states have them, but they have drive-through alcohol.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, where you can buy the actual drink, but it's legal until you put the straw in it. Like they put it in like a plastic bin, a plastic cup, like an actual like a fast food bar or restaurant.
Yep.
It's legal as long as you don't put the straw in it. You can drive with it. Once you put a straw in the cup, it's illegal.
Well, you can
Right,
you
right.
can also buy you can at wineries in Connecticut you can purchase a bottle of wine, start consuming it on site. If you don't finish it, they can legally put it in a brown bag and staple the bag shut, and it's called legal to travel
Nice.
with. So
So the key thing is carry a stapler in the car.
basically, because I was like, that's kind of a stupid way of doing it. Like stapler, like that's all you need. Like I can reuse the damn staple. Like
I gotta stop at Staples. Good God.
somebody's awake.
Oh, now she's
Yeah.
up.
What's up, baby girl? You hungry? Well, gentlemen, it's been real,
Yeah.
and I think that I need to go bring my daughter downstairs so that she can eat.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure out maybe practicing out doing some live broadcasting here from the barn.
There you go.
Oh man,
And I'll tune in.
I'm gonna get with the times. Well, I'm gonna have to. I won't post anything tonight probably, but I might do a couple test things.
So if you want to do like a cover or something like that, let me know and I'll learn it. Or even if it's an original, send it to me.
Yeah, we can just
And
jam.
we could jam out, right?
Honestly, let's do it right here, man. I'll pretend that I'm like a drummer or something, and I'll.
We'll do some blues or something, you know?
Yeah, I might do a few posts tonight and try to see if I can get some audio sounding half decent on a live broadcast. Maybe some tomorrow night.
Nice.
Tell you what. So
Cool.
If you can get that working by tomorrow night, 5:00,
oh shit, I'm bad.
we'll make it happen.
You got some
I'm
homework.
bad with deadlines. Just
Well, no,
said,
because that's
I'll be
so
ready 3 weeks from now.
that'll be episode 3 is tomorrow night. So,
You got
well,
some
actually,
homework to do.
tomorrow's Saturday, but
yeah.
yeah, episode 3 could be tomorrow. Episode 4 could be Sunday.
Sure.
Episode 5, we don't know. This is just
Yeah,
gonna
right.
take off and snowball into something that we don't know what it is. But
No, it was fun, man. I'll definitely come and do it again with you, gentlemen, for sure.
absolutely.
Why
And
not?
I'm gonna try and figure out a way. I know that this isn't really something that the viewers need to see, but figure out there's a way that Zoom works where you can do a scheduler, and it automatically syncs up. Like I know Jimmy, you have a Mac.
Yeah.
It puts a reminder right on your computer, and it will open Zoom for you.
Yeah.
And
Oh, nice.
also, basically, if you set a schedule to start a meeting at say 5:00 tomorrow evening, the links already generated, so it knows what each participant can click on to get there before. So I can send out an email with the link. You click on this tomorrow at 5:00, and it'll take you right to this meeting. And then as soon as the host joins, which would be myself, you can go live. So like you guys can all be bullshitting and chatting with each other before I even get in the meeting.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
sweet.
cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's like, okay, this is the link to that meeting tomorrow night. You get on it, bullshit with each other, and be like, okay, let's do it. Now we flip the switch. So
I'm down. Let's play with it and let's get all the kinks out so that way when we actually have something to say, we're
Yeah.
ready.
Well, like
be
I said
soon,
with
you know?
Chris too, we'll come up with some topics and we'll
Yeah.
make each episode even more and more
Sure.
legit. So as long
Yeah,
as everybody's internet works,
Sense.
yeah, we're winging it and it works. If people are clearly watching, hey, if they want to watch, that's great. If we can give them some information on things that they want to know about, if we can entertain them while they're home, that's
Sell
the
some
goal.
advertising on the bottom of my cup.
I don't
Yep.
know what it says. Can't read
No,
it.
no.
Yeah, you could. They got the cups with the middle finger on them. So. Yeah, I can advertise. This is drinking a Founders CBS. It's a Canadian breakfast stout brewed with chocolate and coffee, aged in maple syrup bourbon barrels. It's delicious, and it's like 15% alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's basically liquor,
Yeah.
but it's good. All right, gentlemen, it's been
All right,
real.
guys.
Thank you,
Peace out.
everybody, for
Guys,
joining in,
appreciate
and thank you for everybody for watching
Sure.
our shit show.
Talk to y'all soon.
So until next time,
Over and out.
deuces.
Late.
Peace.
Yeah.